The world of Formula One is buzzing with news out of Silverstone. A new shakeup could be on the horizon for Aston Martin. And it's not just about cars or engines. No, this time it's about the team's lineup, and more specifically, the future of Lance Stroll. Reports suggest that Adrian Newey, the brilliant engineer now working with Aston Martin, has already made his feelings clear to team owner Lawrence Stroll. Newey doesn't believe that Lance can unlock the full potential of the car. This is a bold statement, especially considering Lance's father is the one calling the shots. For a team that's invested so much into their future, having a driver who might not be able to extract everything from their machinery is a major concern. Could this spark a change in the driver lineup? Aston Martin's ambitions are huge, and this could be the moment where they finally begin to challenge for more than just points. They want podiums and championships. As Adrian Newey prepares to take on his new role at Aston Martin later this year, it's clear that he won't be wasting any time. From the moment he steps in, he'll be focused on maximizing the car's potential. And he's already identified one key area that could be holding the team back: their driver lineup. The reports from Silverstone make it clear that Newey is questioning the long-term fit of Lance Stroll. Nay, while Stroll's father Lawrence has invested heavily in Aston Martin, Newey's arrival signals that decisions will be driven by what's best for the team's success, not by family ties. The performance gap between Stroll and his teammate Fernando Alonso is undeniable. In the 2024 season, Alonso scored a staggering 70 points, while Stroll only managed 24. This stark contrast raises serious questions about whether Lance can continue to hold a spot in the lineup if Aston Martin truly wants to compete with the best. Newey's focus on performance over loyalty could very well be the catalyst for significant changes at the team. The pressure is mounting, and it's not just on Lance Stroll. Newey's influence at Aston Martin is already shaking things up, and with his track record of success, his voice carries weight. It's no secret that the team is looking to make some serious investments in their future. In addition to Newey, Lance Stroll has brought in some top-tier talent, like Enrico Cardelle, the former technical director of Ferrari, and Andy Cowell, who previously served as Mercedes engineering director. With these high-profile hires and Honda's engine partnership coming into play, Aston Martin is positioning itself for a competitive future. However, the team's biggest challenge might not be their car or their staff. It's the internal dynamics. Lawrence Stroll has been criticized for prioritizing his son's position on the team over results, and this could come back to haunt him. Despite the financial backing, a driver who isn't delivering could hinder Aston Martin's progress, especially when the team is aiming for higher goals. It's a delicate balance between family loyalty and professional performance, and it seems like Newey is ready to challenge the status quo. But it's not just about internal pressures. Aston Martin's future is also tied to the shifting landscape of Formula One. Newey's arrival is no accident, and the team knows they need to make a big impact soon. With Alonso set to potentially retire by 2026, the team is looking ahead to ensure they have a competitive lineup ready for the next chapter. While Alonso remains a key figure for now, there's talk about what will happen once his contract expires, and Newey will no doubt play a significant role in shaping that future. As for Lance Stroll, his position on the team is looking more precarious than ever. Despite his father's deep financial involvement, reports from Silverstone suggest that if the team is to reach its full potential, significant changes are likely on the horizon. Newey is known for his blunt approach to getting results, and if he believes that Lance isn't the right fit, it's hard to imagine Lawrence ignoring those concerns for long. The question now is whether Lance can prove himself in time, or if the team will look elsewhere for a driver who can help them take the next step in their development. With all these developments, one thing is clear: Aston Martin isn't just aiming to improve, they're aiming to dominate. The team has made massive investments in both their car and their personnel, and these changes are meant to put them on the path to championship contention. But to reach the top, they need both drivers performing at their peak, and that's where the pressure on Lance Stroll comes into play. If he can't match Alonso's pace, the team might have to make tough decisions sooner rather than later. One possible outcome could be a switch in the lineup for the 2026 season. There's speculation that Max Verstappen, the reigning world champion, could join Aston Martin. While his current commitment to Red Bull is strong, the whispers about his potential move to Aston Martin have not faded. The idea of Verstappen partnering with Alonso in 2026 is enough to send shockwaves through the paddock. And if Newey has anything to do with it, this dream pairing could become a reality. With Aston Martin positioning itself as a major player in the coming years, the right driver lineup could be the key to unlocking their full potential. As Aston Martin pushes forward, it's not just about having the right drivers. It's about creating the right environment for them to thrive. With the team bringing in top-tier engineering talent like Newey and Cadil, the pressure on the drivers will be immense. Newey's reputation for demanding excellence means that no one, not even Lance Stroll, will get a free pass if they're not delivering results. And while Lance's future at the team may seem uncertain, he's not the only one who will feel the heat. Lawrence Stroll himself will need to decide if his loyalty to his son is worth holding back the team's potential. In the end, business decisions will likely trump family ones, especially if Aston Martin is serious about challenging for titles. The team has invested heavily, and now it's time to see if that investment pays off. If Lance cannot step up to the plate, there could be someone else ready to take his seat and help the team reach new heights. Aston Martin is undoubtedly at a crossroads. With all the changes coming to the team, from personnel shifts to new partnerships, there's no room for complacency. The days of simply relying on family connections are over. Newey's arrival signifies a shift in the team's culture, one that will prioritize results over loyalty. And as the team works toward building a car that can compete with the best, it's clear that every decision will be scrutinized. This includes decisions about the driver lineup. The addition of Honda as an engine supplier is another game changer. Their expertise and resources will significantly elevate Aston Martin's competitiveness. But this also means there's even less tolerance for underperformance, especially when the team has a vision for success. If Lance Stroll doesn't find a way to meet the team's expectations, his seat could be in jeopardy. Aston Martin needs drivers who can consistently deliver, and right now, that may mean making tough decisions about the future of the lineup. With all eyes on Aston Martin, the pressure is only intensifying. As they look to secure their place among the top teams in Formula One, every move matters. And at the heart of it all is the driver lineup. The upcoming seasons will be critical, especially with the introduction of new car regulations and Honda's partnership. These changes could be the catalyst that propels Aston Martin to the forefront of the sport, but only if the team gets the right combination of drivers to maximize their potential. Fernando Alonso, though nearing the end of his career, remains a key figure. But his time is running out, and the team needs to plan for life after him. The possibility of a driver like Max Verstappen coming into the fold only adds to the excitement. If Verstappen does make the move, it would be a massive statement about Aston Martin's ambitions, and a clear sign that they are serious about winning championships. But it all comes down to the decisions made in the coming months. Will Lance Stroll rise to the challenge, or will his seat be given to someone who can help Aston Martin reach the next level? The pressure is mounting, and the answers are yet to come. As the 2026 season approaches, Aston Martin's plans are becoming clearer. They've made huge strides in improving their car, but the real test will come when it's time to evaluate their drivers. The stakes are high, and Newey's involvement in the team is a game changer. With a brilliant mind like his steering the ship, there's no room for underperforming drivers. If Lance Stroll can't keep up with Alonso, who continues to impress despite his age, the team will have to consider their options. The future of the team is full of possibilities. Max Verstappen remains a tantalizing prospect, especially if Red Bull fails to deliver the kind of car he needs to stay competitive. If Verstappen does indeed consider a move to Aston Martin, it would send shockwaves through the sport. With Newey at the helm, a Verstappen-Alonso partnership could be just what the team needs to secure their first ever championship. But, as with every major decision in F1, timing will be everything. The question remains, will Aston Martin make the right moves to ensure they don't waste the opportunity in front of them? As Aston Martin gears up for the coming seasons, all eyes will be on how they handle these pivotal decisions. The addition of top-tier engineering minds like Newey and the backing of Honda has positioned them as serious contenders in the future of Formula One. However, No matter how strong the car is, or how capable the engineering team may be, the drivers will ultimately determine if the team can reach the top. Lance Stroll's future is uncertain, and with the growing pressure on him to perform, it's clear that Aston Martin is preparing to make some tough calls. Whether he steps up, or is replaced by someone like Max Verstappen, the direction the team chooses will have a massive impact on their long-term success. One thing is for certain, Aston Martin isn't just aiming for mid-table finishes anymore. They want to be at the front of the grid, challenging for championships. The decisions they make now will shape the team's legacy for years to come. Will they succeed, or will they falter under the weight of high expectations?